Yes.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Ready to start now?
The fuck?
Beautiful.
No one's even gonna see your shoes, homie. He put on shoes.
Dude.
Homie's out here. He needs a zoot suit. You need a zoot suit with those shoes.
God, homie pulled up like Elvis Presley in this
No,
bitch.
that
What the
is not. That's Elvis de Presley. Your mind is being altered by stoned ape theories with
Hubo
Kapowski,
and the dude.
a podcast where we alter our perception of reality and discuss the meaning of life on this pale blue dot.
My state, primate. My state, primate. I stay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We're going.
Fucking
Welcome to
A.
Stoned Ape Theories. I think we're on episode 9, right?
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Capital
We're almost-
Stone.
Number 9.
Dude, we're
number 9.
We're almost at
number 9.
We're almost at fucking double digits. That's the word.
I know.
That's
Number
it.
9?
Yeah.
We're getting there. Fucking
Yeah.
Hey.
We should
So,
do something.
There's some fucking
Get the
exciting
fuck up
shit
there.
going on, right?
Get close to your mic, fucker.
Hey, so there's some fucking
trolling.
exciting shit going on right now.
I know,
There's
bro.
Alex Jones is in the news getting sued for $4.1 million for the
Is that
Sandy
the
Hook,
amount?
for the Sandy Hook fiasco.
Dude,
What are you talking about right now?
I barely heard the blurb for
Interdimensional
it.
beings. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Joe.
What?
I'm kind of retarded.
Listen, Alex Jones is a force of fucking nature.
Fucking
He's
wild.
wild.
I don't even know what
So-
you're talking about right now. I never
Alex
heard about
Jones?
this.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this yet.
All right. Hey, hands off. That's why we got. Hey, if you.
I had to fix it so
if
it's
you are
easier to
watching
talk.
And you haven't noticed, we got new gear that we're just kind of figuring out how to
Oh my god, the temptation
operate.
to just
So, I know,
adjust
right?
it a little bit.
I know. You just can't help but to fondle it
Jesus Christ,
when it's
man.
in your face.
It's
Haven't
not
we been
hard,
talking about
actually.
this for
It's
a couple
really not
episodes
hard to
now?
just
Like,
talk into a
fucking
microphone.
Luna Star
I
over
feel like
here.
the last couple episodes we talked about like having to choke up on the mic.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Was I introduced in the intro?
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
probably.
check it out. We have Ethernet back, and
Yes,
he's
I
in the
am.
flesh.
As
He's
the
not off to
flesh.
the side this time.
As a part
In
of
the
the
flesh.
podcast.
With
In
a legend.
the
is
flesh.
going to be
As a part of the
force.
podcast.
Stunting
as a
out
part
like a
of the
motherfucking
podcast.
hype
On a
beast.
Jumbotron.
He has
Yeah.
the phone
Legendary
on deck.
intro.
Two
Legendary
Google
intro.
things on the Ethernet.
No, I'm not Googling
yeah.
jack shit this time.
You
Bro,
are
man,
Ethernet.
You're
That is
Ethernet.
the whole reason
I
you're
know,
here.
but-
if you fail to perform your function,
made me look
you
how
will be
much
evicted.
ejaculate
I
comes
don't
out
think
of
you'll
a
be on the
elephant.
podcast if you don't Google stuff for
The
us.
whole
Ethernet.
idea here, look,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You won't be on the podcast if you don't
Whoa. No. Let's back the fuck up. How much ejaculate comes out of an elephant, though? Like, legitimately.
It's like 4 tablespoons.
How much is a
That's
tablespoon?
it?
Right?
I would think it would be much more.
Me
Like a
too.
quart.
You made
at least
me
a
Google
quart.
it.
Like at least a quart.
I know.
But now we know definitively
Yes.
how much jizz does an elephant jizz when an
tablespoons.
elephant ejaculates jizz.
Roughly 4 tablespoons.
Fucking A, man. I'm so.
But
my
But I
mind
bet
is
there's
at
some
peace.
elephants that just be
Who
shooting
is the
ropes.
one
My mind's
who
at peace
conducted
knowing
this
that.
experiment? How do we know how much an elephant ejaculates?
Have you
Somebody
seen Freddy
jacked
Got
off
Fingered?
An elephant.
Have you
until
seen
it
Freddy
can.
Got Fingered? They
They
legit jack off an
medically got their hands on the elephant and jacked it off to do
for
some
only
research.
medical-
To do some
Yes.
research.
Yes, no
Medical
human was sexually
only.
aroused in the process of jacking off this
Dolphins,
elephant.
dude. Are we gonna just talk about dolphins
Let
and their?
the dolphins dragging
Well,
little
hey,
kids
so-
into the ocean and drowning them?
Whoa.
Check it out. Hey, speaking of dolphins, let's talk about Hitchhiker's Guide to the
You gonna
Galaxy.
make some dolphin noises?
No way you're
Right?
making
Are we
this
going to
segue.
edit some dolphin noises? And
That
just-
movie
Yeah.
came out
I had
a
a
long
teacher that
fucking
looked like
time
one of
ago.
those.
Goodbye
Yeah.
and thanks for all the
the
fish. Fuck yeah.
You know the
all that.
Vogons? Those
What?
like the big dudes that can't.
Oh, the
spit
Vogons.
poetry.
You
Yeah.
can't listen to their
I had a
poetry.
teacher that looked like one.
Yes, I have too.
Yeah, and it's like I swear.
Which looks like a mucinex germ.
Yeah.
Shout out, Tweety.
Shout out.
Just Tweety's copyrighted that. Every time I say it, I just feel like there needs to be a blurb.
Copyright
just,
tweeter?
Yeah.
So we were having a fucking dope ass conversation before we came up here about.
It is
aliens,
amazing how far you can get away from
extraterrestrial-
your microphone in 5 seconds.
I know, right?
You
dude,
can hear yourself in the
Yeah, you
headphones,
know.
and you just
I know.
hear yourself
Referencing choking
distance,
up
and you're
on
like,
the
yeah,
cock.
this is normal.
Here we go.
I
Is this
mean, the
better?
mic?
Is this better? Oh shit! I think I'm good, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, you
Cool.
can hear yourself. That's the point.
All right. Well, I just want to make sure that I look good on camera. Right? I went to Goodwill and I got this fucking glorious
I wish I went
shirt.
to
Look at
Goodwill
this fucking
with them.
beautiful,
Well, I will
glorious
say,
shirt.
when
I
you
deny.
showed up wearing that, I literally ran inside.
I didn't feel
with,
like
I
buying
waved
anything
at
from
you
Goodwill.
and I turned around and you were running in your door.
Not
And then
gonna
you
lie.
came out wearing
I
that
bought-
fucking shirt.
I was like, hold on.
And then this guy did a fucking whole on
That's why I saw
wardrobe
you pull up
change
in
too.
that. I saw you pull up in that. Then I saw Ryan get dressed in that, and I just had the zip. I was like,
Because you had this prepared beforehand,
yes,
and we didn't know.
funny.
I almost started speaking.
That's-
I almost
oh,
said it. I was like,
that's
okay, we
awesome.
got to get up there.
I had
You
to do
didn't spoil
landscaping
it.
work
That's
in the
great.
clothes
Bro,
I'm wearing
I
right now.
respect on
we got
that.
your reaction.
I did
on
not
camera.
change
yeah.
this whole
It's gonna
day.
be
Bro,
great
you
show.
came out just stunting out with the crazy ass
The
fucking
shoes.
Awesome.
The Michael Jackson.
You got the
He's
gators. You got the
1776
black
With
and
the
white
fucking-
gators.
Yeah.
1776.
Those fucking red pants, though.
Straight up.
1776.
I don't know. Have
Bro,
you
that's
seen
the
that?
roaring 20s, bro. You're going back like way too
But,
far.
okay,
That's the joke.
Look at this fashion piece.
That it doesn't matter
like-
how long in history it might as well be 1770s.
Dude,
Yeah. Like no real timeline here. It's just to be hyperbolic.
Okay, so hold
the
on.
late
Hold on.
1900s.
So early. So Alex Jones is getting sued for 4.1.
Yeah.
4.1 mil. He has
Yes.
4.1.
Where
I
did you
don't
come
know.
across this
I don't
information
know
from?
where Alex Jones sits financially. Like I'm not.
Did
up
you guys hear this on a
his-
podcast? Did you see it on a YouTube
I saw it on the
video? Were you
news.
scrolling
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
like,
Well, it's
Facebook?
the trial's been going on. And
What?
Yeah. So what happened was there was this fucking tragedy at Sandy
I'm not
Hook.
that political, but I should be like updated on current.
He had
social
made
events.
he had
You
made
think, right?
claims that these were actors, that this thing didn't actually happen, that there were government actors involved, and that this was a false flag attack.
What was a
in
false
order-
flag?
Sandy Hook.
The Sandy Hook, this tragedy at this school where 26 kids got murdered.
What is Alex Jones on?
The frogs are
So
getting
he's
lot
on
of
he's on
vodka.
Prison Planet, and you remember how we talked
Prison
about
Planet.
that's his fucking channel, right? And you remember how we talked about the internet being drugs, being the plug for the brain drugs, right? Well, Alex Jones is like one of those drugs. Like Prison Planet is its own
a nice
thing.
hit of
Info
It's like
Wars.
InfoWars. Like he has all this shit, but
If
it's
you
a
listen
media
to
company.
Alex Jones, it's considered drugs.
Oh, totally. It's mind altering, definitely.
Very much so.
Same with Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude.
But this guy was telling
Joe
people.
Rogan
Chemicals in the
Always
water.
right?
Turn the fucking frogs gay.
Yeah, no, but this guy was saying that this was a false flag attack, and there was people, his fans, that were showing up at people's houses that children had died and harassing them.
Well, see that I feel like
shit's
that's
not
just
real.
I
Kid
feel like,
didn't
But
die.
then check this out.
I feel
Take
like
him
fans
out of
are just going
hiding.
too far, and I think kind of it's up to the person who's influencing these fans to tell their fans to chill the fuck out.
No, right?
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
that was what this whole
Absolutely.
thing was about. Like, they were trying to hold him accountable. And he's saying, his argument is that this is a persona. This is an entertainment persona that he plays. But he's espousing these things as if they're fact. And he's backing them up, and he's giving sources for people to go research this. And he's like...
This happened recently.
Did it
with,
start
it's
as a
extreme.
meme,
Bro.
or did it start as like
now you've
real?
probably heard on Joe Rogan, like he talks about, he's friends with Alex Jones and he talks about him and whatever. There has been some shit that Alex Jones has legitimately exposed that turned out to be fucking true, right? So you can't just throw the baby out with the bathwater on
Listen,
this. He did
he's a
fuck up,
fucking nut job.
and he is he's a psychotic.
He's a
and that's
nut
what he
job,
said. He
but-
claims that he had a psychotic episode, and that's that.
He saw God, a little
Yeah.
clump of strings just walking around like a
Yeah, it's
He lost his marbles.
interdimensional sex vampires.
It's like, dude, it's like Yoda mixed with fucking
Which one
Alex
was real? Because I
Jones.
kind of want that last one to be real. You wouldn't want like interdimensional.
Interdimensional sex vampires.
Come on.
They suck your blood out through your cock.
Oh no,
Dude,
sorry.
that impression is
interdimensional,
literally a halfway
gender
point between
vampires.
Yoda and Alex Jones.
False flag attack it was.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! Hey, so that leads right into fucking interdimensional beings. These
That's what I might be.
aliens, right? So fucking, I've been bugging off of this shit for a long time. I've talked to Zach about some experiences that
The little
I've
gray
had.
dudes that run out
no,
in
no,
your
no,
yard?
never had that.
Like that alien from Ben 10.
And one of
Same
those
thing.
experiences actually happened since we've moved out here. I was heading home one night. Lisa was driving. I was heading home one night from Yelm, heading towards Roy, right?
Were you on any substances?
No.
On
And this
heavy
is, you know where
amounts
that
of
car dealer,
mushrooms.
you know where the car dealership is
For
on the way
507?
heading home?
507?
Yeah, exactly. So
Is
we're
it the
heading that
shitty
way.
one or the good one?
I thought it was the moon.
There is no good 507.
No, so check this
The
out.
Chevrolet has money put into it. 507 Autos has 7 billboards that are all different colors.
Yeah. But
Just take one look at their prices.
so check this shit out. We're heading
Shout out
heading
507
that way,
Autos.
right? I thought it was the moon.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Your car will break.
Wait, okay. So you're saying this thing, you thought it was the moon.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking and I thought it was the moon at first. But I was like, I just saw the moon back there. So I look in the rearview mirror and I see the moon. And it's not the same color as the moon I'm seeing up here. It was like glowing like orange. And
You were
the
seeing
center
this through the mirror?
No, and the center was like a bright yellow.
What were you
And here's
seeing
what
this
happened.
through?
It literally looked like eyelids closed and it blipped out. And I had pointed it out to Lisa. I said, "What the fuck is that?" She's like,
In
"Oh,
what
it's the
direction?
moon." And I said, "No, the moon's behind us."
Oh my god.
Right? Because I looked, I checked, I saw the moon was behind us, and it was a different color than the moon anyhow, and it was bigger than the moon. You know, it was fucking massive, and then it just like closed and blipped out.
Dude, I can picture
And
it.
I'm screaming at her. I was like, "Babe, what the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck?"
yo,
I'm like,
yo.
"You saw that, right?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What was that?" And she's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "I don't know."
It would be amazing if she didn't see it. She's like, oh, look at this fucking guy. What, 2 moons now? That's where we're going with? It just whipped out of existence.
No, it looked
Straight
like
out of a
eyelids.
cartoon?
It just looked like eyelids closing, and it just was gone. And there was nothing there except for clouds and blue and like the blue
I
sky.
wish I got
right?
to
It
see
was-
this.
It was crazy, and it shit freaked me out. And I've seen a few other things that freaked me out as well, but that one was the one that like literally shook me. Like I went cold. I was like, my brain was like,
Aliens.
cannot compute. I couldn't process it. It didn't make sense. I've never seen anything like that, you know, before or since.
They didn't anal probe you, so you made it out all right.
Yo,
Well.
Ryan, have you ever had any like
I never confirmed nor denied that part.
Yeah.
Hubo? Have you ever seen any? Have you ever had any experiences like that in your life,
With aliens?
where you've just seen something so incomprehensible that you didn't know
I've
how
had-
to feel?
Whether
A
it's like
ghostly
something
paranormal
like that.
or
I've had a ghostly
extraterrestrial.
experience, yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Ghastly.
Well, here's
yes or
here's
no?
the fun thing is that I get a lot of night terrors, and there are parts of my memory that are like legit. Like sometimes I can't tell whether I'm dreaming or whether it's real. They get really fucking scary.
And do you have the paralysis thing?
yeah,
do you get the
yeah,
paralysis?
yeah,
and do
yeah,
you have
yeah,
the
yeah.
paralysis demons?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So
bro.
it's like but there are moments
Sleep
that I've had where it's like
paralysis?
I've seen shit
Yeah.
that I can't comprehend, but I don't know if I was dreaming or if it was real or what the fuck was going on. But there was a moment
abducted.
where
got butt fucked.
a similar probably
Your throat sore after?
just getting out here just getting fucking raw dogged by some sleep paralysis demons.
Oh fuck.
But
Bro,
there
I just
was
saw this meme of these demons that are like raping these guys, and it was we're gonna crack open a couple of boys with the cold ones instead of crack open a couple of cold ones with the boys.
Thanks for explaining it.
Yeah, I felt like you needed that.
Coulda
'cause
just left it
sometimes,
hanging.
You know.
But no, there was a moment where I was walking down the street one night. But again, I don't know, man. I was walking down the street and there was a light, and then the light vanished. But then it appeared again over there in a different spot, and I was like, huh. And then it disappeared again, and I was like, huh. And then it appeared over there, and I was like, well. But I'm such a fucking I'm like, that wasn't real.
What if they were
I was like
drones?
literally in my head, I'm like, I didn't see that.
You're being
So
tracked by
I-
drones.
Have you ever seen the Iron
like-
Giant?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Iron Giant?
Yes.
Bro, so imagine
Where's
looking
the
up-
giant,
awesome.
Mansley?
So imagine looking up in the sky, and there was only one of these eyes. There wasn't two, right? But imagine it was like reality had opened, right? Because when it closed, it was just the sky as it would normally be. So it was like an eye opened
Oh,
up
you
that
saw
was
the
this
4D
light,
beings.
and then it closed. And it was just
Fourth-dimensional
fucking gone.
being, bro.
It didn't move. There was nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
pew,
They
Do
or a
just
you
opened it
spaceship.
like a
believe
door.
in
It was just
fourth
like-
dimensional beings after seeing that? What do you think about fourth dimensional beings?
Well,
They just opened it up and they were just looking at you. And then they just
I don't
closed it
know,
like a door.
but I was not on
That
anything.
was their eye.
It was crazy. Like I was stone, I was stone cold sober, and
Have you extrapolated anything from this event?
no bewilderment.
See,
Like,
here's the issue with my alien experiences. Is I was not stone cold sober. So literally in my brain, I'm like, nope, didn't happen.
yeah.
And that's where, and then with all my,
That
sleep paralysis
just
and
might
night
be
terrors,
the
literally
truth.
part of it is just like,
you
nope,
just
didn't
file
happen.
it into the same.
Yeah, it's like all in a file where I'm like, I don't. It's
Your
it's
trash
like-
bin.
eighth
Yeah,
grade.
It's in your
literally
trash bin.
No, it's the.
I had to walk to the
every
bus stop.
desktop has a miscellaneous folder that no one ever fucking touches, and you don't know what's in there really. You just
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
kind of stash it away. That is where
Hope
all
your parents don't find it.
yeah, exactly. That is where all of that information
Look up
goes.
The description of ghostly
Yeah.
experience.
The only time my parents ever did find it was when
up.
I was in the middle of the
I will
yard
choke you.
screaming about demons
Oh yeah,
as the alarm to our house was going off.
because you just fled and you're just like.
Literally, I
Full
woke.
panic.
So we got an alarm on our house because it got broken into. I was dead asleep. I had thought that there was a person breaking into my room through the window and trying to murder me.
As
That was one of my most
very
common
common.
reoccurring dreams
Oh,
that
very
I had
common.
as a kid.
With a snake, by the way. I don't know why. Dude also had a snake. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was watching a lot
Extra
of.
fear
Homie was an
factor.
evil
Oh, I was
villain.
watching a lot of Harry Potter. Maybe I
Homie
just
was a
thought
Disney
The
villain.
basilisk
Straight out
was
of
coming
it
to
was
Disney.
fucking
yeah,
get you.
it's like
Far
Parcel
type
Mouth, fucking Lord Voldemort's coming to kill him. Whatever.
That basilisk was badass.
Yeah,
Rude
well,
type
this
beat
dude
dog.
had a fucking knife.
The
It was like a
special
shadowy
of
figure
me.
with a knife and a snake coming to get me.
Was it a basilisk tooth?
No.
Oh.
No. It was very clearly like, like the Freddy
python?
Krueger knife with the fucking blood and shit, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
So-
Halloween or
yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, that type. So I fucking ran, as I'd assume most people would at that point. I didn't realize it wasn't real until I made it all the way outside into the middle of our yard. I busted through that. I didn't break the screen glass, but I was close because I literally fucking flew that thing open. It was like and ran. I was like we had like a porch.
Like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, we had like a porch, and then it went down to like a patio, and then it went down again to concrete, and then to yard. I almost cleared the whole patio. I was just jumping. Like,
Did you?
Woo! I
Did
was
you?
like fucking. Yeah, dude. I fucking yeah. Might as well.
Gone.
Dude, but like the first, like when I came into like, holy fuck, this is reality.
Yeah.
There's no one chasing me. I'm just standing in the middle of our yard in my underwear, fucking with my dad screaming from the porch like, what the fuck is going on? As the alarm is going, wee, 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 in the back.
yeah.
And he's like, what is happening? I'm like, I don't know. There was a dude. I don't know.
And could you imagine how funny if it would have been if you had fallen asleep with your
Your
cock ring on? You're just out in the middle of the fucking yard with your cock
Cock
ring on,
ring?
and your dad's like, "Hey,
Can
what's
I
going
get
on
filled
out
in on
here?"
this?
And you're just fully
It's a running
erect with
joke.
your
So,
fucking cock ring on.
hold on. So for
Based on a true story.
okay, hold on. For Ethernet, to clue you in, we have a long-running joke here about falling asleep with your cock ring on.
I do that all the time.
Do you actually? Because I do and have. This is where this bit came from. So,
No
yeah.
way. Did someone find you slumped over with the ring
No.
on? Okay. I was about to say.
No. It was just I happened to be wearing a cock ring, and it was a good night, and I passed out.
Forgot to take it off.
Next, yeah, and then I
Oh,
woke up with my dick and balls in a
Chokehold.
surprising amount. Well, because here's the thing: is that I was also drinking that night as well. Hence why I also fell asleep with the cock ring on. There was a mixture between like.
Did you have a purple cobra? Was it like?
No. It wasn't that tight. It was like it. 'Cause it was
Homie
one of-
said
no,
purple cobra.
it was.
Okay.
It was.
Don't
it,
bang on the fucking table, asshole.
It was like one of those. It's because it's one of those where it goes around. It goes around the base of your cock and your balls. You know, so it's not too fucking tight
Yeah.
on anyone, but it is enough to cut off some fucking blood flow and create some pressure. So I was drunk. I passed out after sex. I was.
How many hours of sleep
Did you
did
wake
you get?
up and not have a cock?
like a
Did
full
your
night
cock fall
sleep.
off overnight?
like an 8-hour sleep?
No, I mean like a full night's sleep for me is like 6 hours.
So
like
you got a
6 hours.
solid 6 hours.
Well, 'cause, like-
Emphasis on the
Well,
solid.
because here's the thing is that it was. No, because it's more like a set. You're not rock hard when you wake up. You're like it's like
Okay.
semi, but like the rest of it is
You can lose an erection with a cock ring. on.
yes, but
Yes.
it's like part of the blood is just trapped in there.
Yeah.
So it's like a semi,
How
but just
long
kind of
you
like
gotta
limped
be
over,
hard
like
to lose an erection with a
and
cock ring on?
and so, but I woke up with my head pounding, and
Almost 40. Almost 40.
I woke
Your age? Like, what are you talking about?
I woke up with my head pounding, and my head pounding,
Yo. Yeah.
and my balls throbbing. And
God.
the issue that I faced at that moment was that I had
just
not
needs to rim
shaved
up.
before putting said cock ring on. So now my head is pounding, my balls are throbbing, I'm in a fucking panic. I'm like, I need to get this fucking thing off me now, but I go to do it, and now the pubes are catching on the fucking cock ring, so I'm trying to like get my finger underneath
Now,
it, but
let
it's
me
like,
ask you this. Was your cock cold?
You got to break it off.
Was your cock cold?
No.
Because sometimes when I have my cock ring on, it gets cold, like to the touch, right? Because it's like, you know, it's like if you just...
Freezer Town, baby.
Yes! Yes!
Take me to Freezer Town.
Oh, my
on.
God.
Just
Whoa.
between me and our producer.
the
Remember
fuck?
last episode we were talking about the 1-star horror movies on Netflix?
Yeah.
So between him and I, that is from one of those 1-star horror movies. All cheerleaders must die.
Oh,
and,
God.
And
Didn't
it's where
watch
the
it.
dude has sex with a fucking with a zombie chick, and because she's dead, her pussy's cold, and he goes, "Take me to Freezer Town, baby!" And it is hilarious.
Jesus.
And it
He had his
has
cock ring on
has
for
stuck
so
with
long
us
that his dick
since
went cold?
how long ago you think
Is
that
this
was? At
true?
least 6 years.
Are you talking about the truth?
7, 5, 7,
It
long
doesn't
time.
take long. It doesn't take long. Like if you just hold your cut off the circulation in your finger
It
for a
doesn't
while,
get cold.
it will get cold. Your finger will get cold.
Never had a cold dick. Gotta
Just
say,
curious,
never
if
had
like
a
when
cold
you
dick.
woke up and
I-
you're swinging around,
is-
hitting on your legs, if you had cold dick.
No, it wasn't cold.
Like
No,
a
no,
hot
no.
dog that was just
No,
like
no,
fresh
no.
out of the fridge.
No.
Just blep, blep,
Are-
blep.
Is this based on a true story?
What?
If
You
Which
had
part of
the
this?
cock
Swear to
ring
God.
on for so
you
long
say
that
yes,
your
I
dick
swear to
went
God.
cold?
Sometimes your cock
What
will
in
get
the fuck are you talking
You're
about?
rocking a cock ring.
There is no way.
You're cutting the circulation off, so the blood, it's
listen,
going in.
I
Only this
understand.
man.
I understand your logic.
How
However,
do you think you got here, young man?
Not with a goddamn cock ring on.
you don't know that.
Oh!
You don't know that for sure.
Shit
Yes,
just
I
got
do.
super
Have you
duper
asked
real.
your mom?
Who the surreal?
Did you ask your mom?
No, I just assumed that it was true.
I just assumed that it was reverse cowboy.
That
See, now is that like our shots fired?
that fell so flat. It took me a second to like, wait, what did you just fucking say?
Yeah. But then just think about it for a half a second, old Gregor. Sorry, I'll stop stomping.
Yeah.
Homie's literally a stoned ape right now.
Oh, bro. That's why we named it this.
Stoned ape theory.
I'm not
Welcome
trying to
to the
cover
show.
anything up.
Theories is
Oh,
just
hey,
a cover
by the
up.
way, if you haven't
Hey, I don't know.
known
It's
this-
episode 9. I thought you got the premise of this
Yeah.
by now.
Simplistic
Welcome to the
chimps
show,
with
bud.
fists of shit throwing
What
conniption
theory,
fits.
guys?
Or-
What theory are we talking about this episode?
Extraterrestrials and ancient aliens
theory
and
of cock
Dicks
interdimensional
getting
beings.
cold with cock rings on.
That's the theory.
I
Don't
do
try
have
this
some
at
tails.
home.
Theory.
I have some tails.
or try it. Listen, if you try it,
I
hold
got
on.
lightsabers?
some tails.
Okay, hold on. Go to patreon.com/StonedApeTheories and sign up for the fucking $1 tier so that you can
Yeah,
get onto the
I
Discord
approve.
server. So that you can submit.
Oh,
Okay, whatever it is, get onto the Discord server
check it out.
and submit
Damn.
to us.
I need someone to treat me like you
I need
treat that
everyone.
Gatorade bottle.
I need everyone listening to this to
about to-
experiment. And
Nah.
if you put a cock ring on for long enough, does your cock get cold?
And
sign up to
we
the
need
Discord
we need
and
we
fucking
need
tell us, 'cause
photographic
I wanna
evidence
know. I don't need-
of
We don't need
the
photograph-
thermometer.
we don't need
We just
photographic
need a
evidence.
temperature. We need a temp check.
You get bonus points.
You get bonus points for temp check.
No.
So, because a cock ring's essentially like a tourniquet, right?
Yeah.
It is,
Kind of.
yeah.
So anyways,
What the fuck?
go to the Patreon, sign up for the Discord.
Yeah.
We need to know. Experiment. Photographic evidence is not required, but is encouraged.
Yeah, highly.
Is encouraged.
That's
Yes.
funny as fuck. That's fucking hilarious. Also, check it out. This dope motherfucker over here has made playlists for the episodes, so you can also go to Spotify and check out our fucking playlists.
Hell yeah. Yes,
Fuck
sir.
yeah. This dude's a genius with the vibe over here.
Each episode is going to have a 10 song playlist that's all following some sort of vibe, whatever I decide to go with for the week.
Yeah.
And it's just an avenue for us to shout out dope music and dope artists that we like. So, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Each episode is going to have 10 songs. It usually equals out to about 30 to 45 minutes of playtime. So it's a nice, digestible little playlist.
Yeah.
You're commuting, driving, whatever.
I'm stoked on it, bro, because
Yeah.
like we spend a lot of time driving and listening to your playlist.
Yeah.
Music's amazing, dude.
It's exciting.
wild.
Also, check it out. We have a new cider this week. It's Excelsior Imperial Mango coming in at 9.1.
And
it's fucking delicious.
I went to a country music festival over the weekend, and I got a bunch of these Coors Banquet beers for free because I jumped a dude's truck twice
Nice.
within 5 minutes. I jumped it, it died. I had to jump it again, and then because I had to jump it again, the dude came over with 4 at a time for me and my 2 buddies.
Yeah.
He literally walked over with 4, and he was like, "Here you go." And then he saw my 2 buddies. He was like, "Oh shit!" and ran back over and came back. And he's like, "Here's 4 for
That's
you,
legit.
and here's 4 for you." And
That's
so
good.
this is the last of those. And after that, I'm
Nice.
going back to our usual pub beer, which it's fucking pub beer. Sponsor us, please, because I drink enough
10
of your
barrels.
product to fucking
10 barrels.
10 barrel
Profuse
brewing.
Juice. Yeah, all
We drink
that.
a lot of your shit.
Yes, for real. Yeah, and this actually, the brewing company is the Schilling Cider House on this. But it fucking stands up.
Yeah,
it holds up to,
which our,
to 2 towns. I mean, it's up there. I
Which
would-
our producer, who doesn't usually drink, is chilling on one of them right now. How do you feel about it? Yeah, medium.
I don't have the frame of reference.
All right, doesn't have the frame of reference. I'll take
Is
it.
it terrible? Can you tolerate it?
I'm chasing with Gatorade, but I'm a little bitch, so.
Well, at least you're honest. I apprate that.
Yeah.
I respect it.
You know
I
what?
respect
Got to give respect.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a little bitch,
Stay
as long as
true.
you say it, it's fine.
So now, how about you? Have you had any paranormal or extraterrestrial encounters or experiences that like rocked your brain?
And did it have to do with the cock ring?
I don't endorse cock rings. I don't use
I don't
Yet,
endorse.
yet, until we get
Hold on.
sponsored by a cock ring company.
I personally do not want to use
Have
a
you
fucking
tried?
cock ring.
Hold on.
If you want us
Have you
to
tried
hawk
it?
your cock rings,
Yes.
please
You've tried it?
Yes.
What'd you
email us.
But you didn't like it.
It's kind
Were
of
you
uncomfortable.
shaved when you tried it?
What?
Yes.
Okay, well then you're just wrong.
You tried a what?
None of your business. What? You're out of the loop.
I'm out of the loop. Well, that's what a
Well,
cock ring
Out
is.
of that.
But you said you've tried.
Anyways,
Yeah. Little awkward.
couple extraterrestrial experiences I have. I've only had like Mike.
Yeah,
Talk
move
to
that
that
mic.
mic.
Move that mic.
Okay, so
Yeah,
a
get
couple
up in
of
there.
the. I've only had like 2 or 3 experiences like that in my life where I've been like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I couldn't even comprehend what was happening before my eyes. One of them, it wasn't really extraterrestrial, but I had lived in the city for most of my life until I moved out to my dad's house. And one of the first times I looked up at the stars without light pollution from the city, the stars were like, they were shining, but they were blinking at me, and I had never seen the stars like actually twinkle.
Like twinkle, twinkle,
Yeah,
little star.
I'd
like,
never seen that in my life. I thought they were
I
static.
did not know.
And I thought the stars were blinking at me, and I thought I was tripping.
I remember we went out there that one. Yeah, because you came and you were like, "Why are they doing that?" I fucking remember.
Why
that
are the
now.
stars
Yeah,
blinking at
he
me?
was totally freaked out, and I was like, "Dude, you've never seen that before?" He's like, "No, why are?" He's like, "That's fake."
And you were
He's
like, "You
"That's fake."
fucking idiot! You stupid
Yeah.
little kid! What the fuck
No,
is wrong
but
with
no,
never
you?"
he was
seen that.
legit just like in awe and astonishment, and like where we're at, there's so little light pollution that you can see the Milky Way.
You can see the band of you can see the band of stars that form our galaxy shine across the night sky. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the city, you don't see that shit for real.
If we have a blackout right over here,
Yeah.
I can see all of it. It's fucking gorgeous. Like
Only if the
it's
city blacks out though.
It's the only good thing about a blackout because this entire house runs off of electricity, so I'm kind of fucked. But at least the sky is cool. So
Yeah.
as all of my shit's going bad and I can't use my toilets or anything indoors, at least I can look at the night sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small victories.
Another experience like that I had was again relating to the stars. One day when I was going to middle school, I went out to my bus stop, and usually when I'd go out to my bus stop, it'd be super dark because of how early it would
Yeah,
be in the
fuck
morning,
yeah.
around like 5, 6 in the morning. And one time I went to my bus stop and I looked up, and there was 2 stars that like were outshining every other star in the night sky, and they were super fucking bright. Like almost they could be like as big as the moon. I don't even fucking know. But they were blinking in and out of existence, like back and forth, while I was looking up at my fucking bus stop, and I didn't know what to do.
So I think what
I-
we've deduced is that aliens are real.
Like one time, I was walking
I've
down.
met some.
They were the stars were so big and
That's what
so
this
bright
podcast
that
is
they
about.
were like
Yeah.
you couldn't not notice them in the sky. And I didn't know how to process that situation. I didn't even know what to think. I just thought that I was dreaming.
Those were dust particles or dying cells in your eyes.
Bro, sometimes
not
if you have a
real.
bad autoimmune system and you look up at the sky, you will see the bacteria in your eyes.
No, I told my science teacher in 3rd grade.
Wait, whoa.
that I
If
could
you have a
see-
bad immune system, wait, what?
Yeah, so if your immune system is especially bad, you'll see more of those squiggly things in your eyes than usual.
Who determines usual? Who
You
determines
can see
the
the
usual
it's
amount?
such
There's
a
more
weird
bacteria.
refraction
If
thing.
I'm
yeah.
personally, I've experienced the healthier I am, the less of those little squiggly things living like in the liquids of my
I
eyes.
have
see.
literally never thought about it before.
No, I had an argument
Ever.
with my it was like
At
4th or
all.
5th grade teacher. Shout out to Miss Ruffner. She was also one of the hottest teachers that I had in elementary school too. She got me interested. She got me interested in science. I'll tell you that.
Back when that song came out.
Yeah, no, for real. Probably before that, even. Yeah. No, but I got in an argument with her because I
She made
told
me
her
real
that I could
interested
see
in
cells.
anatomy.
I told her that I could see cells. And she's like, no, you can't see cells with. I'm like, when I look
Anatomy
up
of
at a
the
light,
groin.
I see little squigglies and I see little fuzzy things. And she's like, that's not. You can't see cells. You can't see cells with the human eye. And
But
then-
you can.
But later on, like
a
it turns out,
microscope.
those floaty things in your eyes are like dead bacteria or fucking, dead cells.
I wear glasses, and when you're wearing glasses, if the light hits them right, you can see these little orbs, and it's like you're looking into a microscope, and you can see them in there. I can see my eyelashes sometimes, and they're like thick because it's magnifying. It's just something with my lenses.
Yeah.
I have an astigmatism, so one of my lenses is like huge.
What the fuck does
okay.
astigmatism mean?
It means I have a cone instead of a normal iris.
Where there's cones and
One
rods.
of his eyes aren't as good as the other.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's basically like
Somebody
if
dumbed
a
it
part,
down.
Yeah, if a part of your
For
eye
the
was
fucking
fucked off
retard
of
sitting
Okay,
in the
have
corner
you
of
but
the
not
guys-
the whole thing, right?
Not
It's,
the-
it's just
Back-
a part.
Back to the whole particle thing. Have you guys ever had a moment where you were either staring at a wall or staring out into space and you saw little black and white dots just blinking
Yeah,
everywhere?
yeah,
I
yeah.
met
Like the
God in
static?
shower.
Just the static.
Can somebody explain to me what that is? Because sometimes it just feels like I'm like peering through the veil. Sometimes.
Okay. You want me to explain the science, or do you want it to be like this mythological thing? 'Cause I can
Science.
The
explain it.
science. I want the
So
science.
when like there's a lot of excess water in your eye, the way light hits it will create these floaters, and they're the really bright lights. Like when you stare into the sun, it turns into like
No, but he's just like, if you stare at the wall right
If
here,
you stare at a
I can
wall for
see
long
static.
enough, you can see black and white dots, static, like acting
yeah.
static.
Okay. No, that's just the simulation breaking.
That's what I said.
No. It's basically, it's like, you know how things have different pixels? Like, you
gets,
only
like,
have
polarized.
so many fibers that make up your, your ocular fiber, your fibers. And so, like, imagine it.
Lens.
No. Like the actual fibers that lead to your nerves. Yeah, and so you have cones and rods, and that is how you're able to see the color spectrum. And there's it's called tetrachromacy or something like that. It's the people that have the widest spectrum of color. They can see more
I have
colors than other people. Some people
How
have
do
a
you
smaller
know?
range.
Pure to racism.
If
do.
I were to,
Color blindness is that's where you were
No,
going with
like,
that.
I can
Color
see
blindness
more shades.
is
No,
the
they
cure to
can see the
racism.
most.
average
They can see the
citizen.
most color.
you
No.
can train your
truly
eyes to
experience
see
it.
colors
All I
that
see is
other
color,
people
bro.
can't
Can't,
see.
Yeah.
but
All I
haven't
see is
trained.
color.
What about the study done on like, I'm gonna say like generalized all video gamers? If you play enough video games, you're literally able to tell the difference between a lot more shades of gray than the average person.
What?
That's technically seeing more colors than somebody else would see.
Seeing more shades of the same color. You're not seeing more colors. You're seeing different
they're-
shades of that color.
Those
that
are
other
different
people can't
colors.
differentiate.
No, like some people can't. Like there's spectrum.
Video games solve racism. We
Like
got it.
people that are colorblind, right? They struggle. There's different types of color blindness. Some people it's like red.
Like a guy that looks up in the sky
Yeah.
and lies that all the clouds look the same because he's colorblind.
But like red and green are the typical ones, right? And they just see it as gray. They just see it like green is gray. So they never, everything they look at, like if you looked at this, you'd
How
look
do
up
you know?
and
how do
you'd
we
see
know
the
it's
red,
gray?
you'd see the blue.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Wait. I gotta step in.
Hold on. Take this.
What?
Take this.
Gray?
So real quick, that's not how it works. So if you have deuteranopia, which I think is red green. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta cut this out. If you-
I only know this
You have the
because my
real
buddy
Ethernet
is
stepping on to the mic.
red-green colorblind, and he explained his reality to me. And I tell him
Trolled.
that this is vibrant green,
Yeah.
and he
Me
says,
right now.
"No, that's gray."
Not, so when
Imagine
you're
trying to get
missing,
into
I'm not
topic.
even in frame. I don't think if you're missing a green cone,
gotta
you
have
see
the
the blue
unibrow.
and you see, or what are the three cone colors? It's red,
What?
green, and blue, or sorry,
Yeah,
red,
yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
and blue.
Yeah.
Red, yellow,
Red, yellow, and blue. So you see the yellow and you see the blue, but you don't see the green part of it. So when you see like out of a dog's eyes in a movie or something, and everything looks yellow or blue, they're missing the green or whatever. They're missing the red or whatever. That's how it looks. So it's not.
Yeah,
that
they
it's
just put a
gray.
filter on it, a
It's
spectrum
it's
filter.
because because light is there's a certain amount of red, a certain amount of yellow, and a certain amount of blue in it. You just don't see the part that's the yellow, for instance. So you see all the
From
blue and the red.
ultraviolet
So
to
it looks.
infrared,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So like, because there's like it's like how you can go into Microsoft Paint and you can choose how much red, how much green, and how much blue is
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there. So it's just you don't see the green. So imagine if you took the green slider and put it to 0, it would look purple. If it was like 255,
But that's
255,
not.
255.
And so.
So it's
it
not
wouldn't
gray.
necessarily be
It's
gray.
just,
And
it's
so-
just it looks like exactly the same as the color. So no matter what the green is, it's gonna look exactly the same because you're not reading the green, right?
But here's the situation.
So
you can take two gray cards, and you could take a gray card and a green card, and they look the exact same to him as long
Yeah.
as it's the same.
because the red and blue have to stay the
intensity.
same. Yeah.
And so, like when he's looking at it, you could hand him a gray and a green card.
But
and he's looking
everything
at them
that
and he
grass
sees
doesn't look
two-
gray.
He sees two gray cards.
But grass doesn't look gray to this person.
Yes.
Grass looks like
He-
yellowish.
He looks
color.
at a green light and he sees gray, and he knows that it's green because it's gray. And
No,
he's
because
trained
there's-
himself.
No, because there's others. Well, green, it's
colors
white.
to him
A
look
green
the
green
same,
light, but a green
but
has
he
a
doesn't
certain
see the
amount of
same
blue
color.
and a certain
He
amount of
doesn't see
red
the
in
same
it.
color.
I
colors as
understand
us.
that you're saying that in the computer that it works that way, but his experience.
I'm saying that's how light works.
How? Maybe technically, but he's just explained his experience. So technically, I don't know. I can't validate that, but from what he told me.
You made the producer
He-
step in, man. I don't know what to say.
Well, because this is a matter of opinion, right? There's like a technical.
No.
there's a technical approach to like, oh, this is how the color spectrum works, and then this is the experience that a colorblind person has and what they explain to me.
Doesn't matter because they don't know what gray means because they can't fucking see green.
But he can see gray. But he can see gray. But he can see gray, right?
But he has no frame of reference, is what he's saying. He doesn't know what.
But he can see blue. He can see blue. He can see yellow. He can see red, right? But
It's like
but
trying
green,
to think of new colors. You can't.
No, but like if
That's literally exactly what it is, actually.
but literally gray, he can see gray. Like I can confirm, I can say this is gray. Yeah,
No,
this
that's
is gray
blue.
to me.
But it's
we
the same
confirm.
color as
But if
green.
I
It's
hand
dark
him
blue.
a green thing, to me it's green, and I can put them in front of him, he cannot distinguish gray from green. That's all I'm saying. So whether
If there's
technically you
depends
could
on a
say
lot of
whatever, right?
That's
And that
not-
might be what it is,
depends
but
on
in
how much
his
other
experience,
colors
that's
Come
not
back,
how
come
he's
back, come here.
describing
it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, moving
Anyhow,
on.
yeah.
What the? What were we talking about?
Black and
Aliens.
white dots.
Yeah, we were talking
Oh,
about
we
the
were talking about-
static, like
okay,
the background
anyways,
static
Swear to
radiation.
God, I met God in the shower.
In the
What?
shower.
Hold on. Back
Okay.
up.
I met the Antichrist at my old house. Like,
I was
we
sitting
gotta
down
delve
in
into
the
both of
shower.
these things.
This was like, okay, now that Stranger Things out, it was kind of like that Things type beat, right? I got a scuba mask, right? And
Okay.
I got into the shower, turned off all the lights, so it was like pitch black, had the water hitting me.
Why
on the
were you
mask,
doing this?
like really warm water, and I just kind of sat down and thought.
Why were
Then
you doing
I
this?
stood up.
Who gave
really
you this
fast.
idea?
I was meditating. I sat there for like 30 minutes. It's like rainwater. And I was
Wait,
just thinking,
you're meditating?
I was meditating.
Hold
then
on,
I
you
stood
just said
up.
all of this
Can
shit like
can
it's
you please
normal
relate
things
to
people
how
do.
You were casually meditating in the shower with a scuba mask on your face.
It was like
And
sensory
having warm-
deprivation, so I could think harder.
Did you get this idea from an external source?
No, I just like.
So
I
you
need
didn't get
sensory
it from Stranger
deprivation.
Things. It just happened
No,
to
it
be
just
the
happened.
same way that.
It's-
Okay.
yeah, technically, hers
I
is
just-
she submerges fully.
How this is meditating for you?
Yeah, and
So
I
wait,
just
okay.
get in
So
my
hold
head,
on.
And I'm
So
very
you
visual.
do this frequently, like you do this regularly.
Yes,
How often?
once a week.
Whoa.
To that intensity, I do just sit and think a lot.
But in the shower with the scuba mask on.
That's like a meditative thing I do once a week. Okay, but what I was getting to is I stood up
Whoa.
after that, and I
But any other senses that do you plug your ears? Do you put like
no,
what?
just the water. It's all just water.
Okay.
So it's
And that's
but,
the
See
main
God
sense.
through this.
but
I
okay. So
stood
it's
up, and I know the technical reason why I saw God, but like ignoring the technical reason is why it's so fun. I stood up and I saw this. It just like my eyes were wide open in this pitch black room, and I was looking straight across. The water was hitting the back of my neck now, and
Mike.
as the water hit the back of my neck, I was looking forward across at the dark wall because I could start to see at this point.
Yeah.
And this right in the middle of my vision, this like small green dot slowly got brighter and brighter.
like in
and
the green,
grew.
like in the Great Gatsby.
And this green dot grew and it was like blinding. And I was trying
It's
to
green,
squint.
though. It's
I was
green,
squinting.
right?
Yeah. I was
green.
Not
seeing it,
great.
and it was.
Nope. Colorblind people can't see God.
And then it was like a lime green, and I saw it, and it hurt my eyes. This is another
Lime
thing.
green.
When
was
I'm
it
falling
clear?
asleep,
Was the green clear?
no, it was bright. It was white in the middle.
Was
got
it
so
like
bright.
it was described in The Great Gatsby? And are you sure
I don't know who you know.
you weren't just thinking about that?
Great
Was it a
Gatsby?
green? Was it a green light
Was
in
it
the green
green?
in the Great Gatsby too?
Yeah.
I just
it
put
was,
that
right?
together.
Yeah, it was, right? In The
green
Great
light?
Gatsby, it was a green light across the dock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was
Okay.
green.
Well, that's a
Family
connection,
Guy
I
taught
guess.
me good. I just like to say
Family Guy,
I
Great
don't.
Gatsby.
I don't attribute that to my English class at all. I
Thanks.
literally didn't read the
Exploding
book. Only
head
watched the
syndrome.
episode on Family Guy. Still feel like I know the story, and apparently I fucking
Something
do.
called exploding head syndrome. When trying to fall asleep, you will hear loud bangs and see bright lights even though you're in a dark, quiet room. I have this. So when I'm trying to fall asleep and I close my eyes, imagine just staring into the sun, but like 5 times worse, to where I can feel my pupils. They hurt. And I have to open my eyes and look into my dark room for relief. And I hear like loud noises as well. Like I'll hear someone scream my name or like see bright flashing lights when I'm trying to fall asleep.
I get the flashing sometimes.
It's
I get
a lot
but
of
it's like
people.
this. But it's like this. It's like a wave. It's like,
Very few people get it constantly. Most people experience it at least once.
But here's the deal. It has something to do with my heartbeat. Is it matches? It paces my
I haven't
heartbeat.
gotten that.
Yeah.
I have almost died.
Yeah.
I swear. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that you
How
say
did
that
you
the
die?
light was green.
How did you almost die? Clearly you're not
green
dead.
I could explain it scientifically. Okay. I was laying in bed and I had a lot of ibuprofen. And
Okay.
I was like laying in bed and my heart
Mike?
really started beating really fast and it started to hurt, but at the same time my whole body felt warm and I was very calm. And I was like, okay, this is very nice. But my heart was beating faster and it got faster, like scarily fast, right? And I just, instead of like getting
Were medical
bouncy-
professionals involved in this?
No, I was laying in bed and this
And
started
but you
to happen.
almost died.
No, because people explain almost dying, they get that like nice, warm, calm, rushing feeling. They get that slow.
Yeah,
warm
that's how I
embrace.
feel when I take a shot of bourbon.
No, like
I get that same slow rushing. It's awesome.
it's
Yeah.
like that, and I slowly just started to like pass out. But then I realized what was happening. I was like, oh nah. I sat up.
I was
and
about to
hunched
fall
up
asleep.
over my bed.
Shit.
You're like, I'm gonna die
No,
tonight.
I thought I was going to die. It
Wow.
like I don't know how to explain it.
That was super underwhelming. Can we go back to the green god thing?
The green god thing.
Yeah, let's go back to that. Because
I swear to God, it said hello too. I swear.
okay. So there's this thing called clear green, and there's this guy called Carlos Castaneda, and he put out these like Toltec teachings, right? Like, and there's
Wow, that
somebody,
was super underwhelming. Anyway,
bro. Like he thought that he was
Cold.
dying. There was
A
no
hero.
medical. There was nothing determining like if, like,
of-
I mean,
In
I thought I was dying. Like he wasn't
instead of
falling.
it
There was
being
nothing
in the middle of a
involved. There was
job
like
meeting, it's in the middle of the podcast.
a feeling that he was having, and he's
Fuck it.
associating
Yeah, what's your
that. Like,
Yeah.
I can,
You're
like,
word. I googled it.
Yeah, no, serious. Like I
there's
did
a
Google
fucking
it,
there's
and
a
you're
fucking
wrong.
clip right there.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways,
Well,
that was
because
underwhelming.
because check this out. This green, this thing is like he describes.
You are the Green Goblin.
Okay, maybe, but check this out. I had a similar experience, and this is why I want to go back to this because when I was in church, I was on some fucking
You
next
were the
level
Green
shit.
Goblin?
And when I was telling you guys earlier that I went to the Brave Soul School of Ministry because yeah,
Brave
I
Soul
was going to
School
be
of
a
Ministry.
youth pastor at one point in my life, but I chose a different path.
A different
No,
way.
you don't say.
But in
You're
that
dressed like a youth
triple
pastor.
anal.
but triple anal. So anyhow, when
That's
in that
whatever
period
youth
of my
pastor
life,
desires.
Triple
in that
anal
period of
youth
my life,
pastor on the podcast.
I spent a lot of time in prayer and in meditation and stuff, right? And I was doing all
triple
these
anal.
different, like psychological experiments with meditation and prayer, and just trying,
Yeah,
because there's
I do that
rhythmic
too.
stuff, there's breathing stuff,
Breathing
there's all
especially.
of this, and I had this experience that I could only describe is that I met God, and not a person, but like the very essence, like the life force energy, and I had this interaction with this. What I could only describe, and why I asked if it was clear, is because it was like a crystal cloud, like a vapor crystal cloud that was like forming crystals and changing, but it was like amorphous. It was constantly like moving and scintillating, and like just constantly. But once I came, I was like this spirit.
You
orb.
came?
Oh, totally, bro, totally. But once
Like on your chest?
once my spirit, I was like a spirit body just
Did
floating.
you wipe it up?
I was just like a spirit body floating, and I came
Wet wipes
into
or towels?
contact with this green crystal cloud.
Yeah.
Is the only way that I can describe this.
Did you knock out afterwards?
It
or
was
just-
definitely like the
Go for
accurate
round two?
representation of a black hole. It was like
No.
round in the middle, and then the green kind of tapered out to the edges, and the brightest point was in the middle, like an eyeball.
Yeah, I can't describe it.
eyeball.
I can't
Yeah.
say
Get the
that.
fuck up on your mics, goddamn!
But,
You can hear yourself in the headphones.
I can
This
hear
is-
myself
can't.
fine. I can hear myself fine. No, but the thing is, there was a level of
getting away from
communication
the mic again.
when my spirit orb came into contact with this green crystal cloud. Is the fucking best way I can describe it. Yeah, dude. I was like a spirit orb, and I floated.
More than meets
Straight
the
out of
eye.
Dragon Ball Z. Like,
No,
what?
but check it out. It was like a transmedium experience because I went and I just was like absorbed in, and as soon as I came into
You
contact
weren't
with
on
this,
ayahuasca.
No. Just let me finish this thought. Jesus Christ, this shouldn't be this difficult. I should be able to finish this thought without the ridiculous triple fucking dildo, all this triple anal shit. Like,
Stone Date
so,
theories.
anyhow, I'm trying to address a serious conversation that he was having here.
The green god orb and the crystalline structures you were seeing.
The pure life force energy.
No, but I tried to explain this to people, and in the Christian world, trying to talk to people about spirituality or any of that is fucking taboo. They look at you like you're fucking batshit crazy because you can only talk about Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit. You can't talk about any other thing that doesn't fall under those definitions, right? But check this out. I had this experience that I couldn't fucking deny. And you come into contact with this thing, and there's a level of communication that isn't audible. You don't hear it. It's not spoken or anything like that. It's purely a transfer of information from you to it and it to you simultaneously.
I just felt like emotions.
Exactly.
I didn't think.
Exactly.
I wasn't thinking.
No, it's
it felt
totally
like
felt. It's totally
emotion.
felt. Like and for me, it felt like a hug. Is the best way I could explain it. It felt like a hug.
Was it warm or cold? How was the hug?
There was no temperature involved in that, but it was just a really
Was it
strange.
Freezer Town?
Because no, but you're just like enveloped, and it's hard to fucking put this into words because
across
again,
the table.
it's felt. It's felt, and it's not like heard or it's beyond the sensory experience.
When I close my eyes, I
Shout out
have
to
natural
Freezer
closed
Town.
eye visuals, just on a regular.
Yeah.
Right? And when I close my eyes, I can visualize myself. There's
What
like
colors?
A plane. Literally think of like a DMT breakthrough, but kind of dim. Literally like that. I see like a ceiling way up there and a floor, and I'm just kind of floating in this endless like sandwich dimension of like these like geometric structures on top and bottom, all in like cubes. And I'm just.
Are you
like,
familiar
in
with the
this
artist
plane.
Alex Gray?
No, we're talking.
Don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you should check him out. He does a lot of
Same
like
with the tube.
psychedelic art and like DMT art, and he put together this whole.
It's all about sandwiches.
The sandwich dimension confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you have the firmament, right? You have like the different layers, right? You have like the crust.
Just imagine like
you have the crust. You have the ether.
paper
right?
thin,
The ether's the
like
lettuce.
100 feet below you. You're just floating.
The
Paper thin.
Ethernet.
Then 100 feet above you, paper thin, but it's all just like square geometric patterns, and
Where
you're
does
just
the
floating
mayo
in
Like
come
this
into
dimension.
cheese.
Like
Yeah.
Like cheese on the sandwich.
Ethernet. Google Alex Gray, and then you'll see. And I guarantee that this shit will blow your
this
mind.
motherfucker.
Because I promise that you've seen this shit in your mind.
Alex who?
Alex Gray.
He
Alex
is dope.
Gray.
I will say he is fucking super dope. His
I'll
art
have to
is
see if I've seen this.
trippy
I'll
as
have to
shit.
say if I've seen
You
this in my mind.
listen.
Yeah.
You're his kid.
Oh,
I
he's
feel
seen
like
it.
you've
He's
seen
seen
it.
it. Oh, yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, it's like really psychedelic, trippy art. He has the eyeballs that he does. He's really.
about like
Oh, that dude.
experience this? In your
See
mind or
exactly
seen the
that
art?
dude. Yes, Alex Gray. That
I
dude.
haven't seen people, but like this, the
He has one of this plane, and it's just like you're explaining. It's above, and then it
Go to
expands
Google
infinitely.
Images, bro. Oh, there you go.
But anyhow,
Left.
I have
That
like
one,
if
yeah.
I close my eyes, I see.
this is what I see. This is what I see. I like when I'm falling asleep, I'll see that
Without the eyes or with?
without the eyes, but a tube. I'll be floating in a tube.
Okay.
And one time, I swear to God, I don't need to start talking about how I think I can see into the future and stuff. But I'll just talk about this dream. I had this dream, and I was like
Listen, you're on the podcast.
flying around in
It's
the
the
air.
time.
Okay. And I remember I was flying in this void.
He's
and
a time traveling
and it
interdimensional
was me
being.
on a bed,
Like Alex
curled
Jones.
up, like in despair, clearly. And I flew over, and I was just like observing me.
The vampires.
I was observing me, but not me right now.
Ethernet is our
And that was
is our
6
Alex
months ago.
Jones.
Last week, I was curled up in the bed, and I swear to God,
got in-house
it just
Alex
clicked,
Jones.
and I got like crazy deja vu. I was curled up in the bed like I had saw.
They're making the frogs gay.
And I think I don't know. It's weird. It's just it's like deja vu, but it got straight to the point, and it like freaked me out a little. I was like, what the? I literally was laying in bed curled up, and then as soon as like I felt that, I was like, I had to stand up. I was like,
It seems
what
like a lot of your
just
stories
happened?
this episode are about you laying in bed curled up. How often do you do this?
Quite often up until quite recently.
All right.
I more recently started changing up my whole vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, vibe altering.
Now you're just fucking dark Ray-Bans out here fucking
This
is a character.
Just dick flexing with your fucking red pants and your fucking Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley shoes, whatever the fuck you got on.
So the vibe shit is real, and it was a revelation that I had recently, and I talked to him about it because I was like a curmudgeon, right? I was like a
curmudgeon?
curmudgeon. I was a little bitter and jaded, right? Like I'm old. I've been through the ringer.
You
a
still
couple
are.
times.
A
I try
little.
not to be, but check it out. The vibe. If you start with the vibe, it literally creates like a wave of frequency ahead of you.
You
to
put you
prepare.
get what you put out.
But it's totally different. If you're trying to put it out, it doesn't work that way.
know
Start
what
with
it's
the
like.
vibe, and that will literally make way for the other. It like creates
Yeah.
the wave function ahead of you in
you know what
order
that's
to
like
fucking
sometimes?
Stone Ape
manifest
Theory
that shit into
podcast has been
reality.
entirely
Manifesting.
made on vibe
That's like-
energy.
that's
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That is exactly like when you happen to the world and the world doesn't happen
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So you know how
You're just
everything's a
creating
mental
ripples,
game,
right?
Everything's a mental game. I got to the point, and I was talking to Zach. I was training my body. So you know how adrenaline activates naturally when you're in a circumstance that requires it,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you can't like control it, and that's
Insta activate. No, you can insta activate.
yeah. And I was
I-
able to unlock that,
Yeah.
right? Like that lift up car
Finally.
strength. I was able to activate it. So now I'm like, how many things can I just alter by thinking about it really hard? And I've done a lot of
So
work
it
with
turns
pain
out
recently.
drugs do that same thing without you having to think about it.
But doing it just with your mind seems a lot more like.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you want the cheat
I
sheet,
took a
it's
chunk
there.
out of the top of my toe on my bed frame the other day. I went
Yeah?
5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 5 times, and I still felt my toe.
A
but I
number
didn't feel the
sequence?
pain. I didn't feel the pain. This is like some MK
Did you
Ultra
do
type
it in
shit.
your head? You counted this
No, I
sequence?
went 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, and the pain went away.
You ignored
I
the
felt
pain
my toe.
with counting in your head.
Yes, and I didn't feel it, and it
You're
didn't
just like
bother me the rest
entering
of
a
the day.
fucking cheat code into your brain.
Yeah, I think you just distracted. You gave your brain something other to do.
But it pulled through after I was
Yeah.
done counting, and it just
Yeah.
didn't bother me.
You know what I like
You
to
see
do?
my toe,
And
it's
he
gnarly.
knows this. I like to just put rubbing alcohol straight on it. And then just rub
Whoa.
You're a
you know
masochist,
what?
dude.
You know what?
I am
I've
a little
seen-
bit. I will
I-
admit
You
to
like
being
the
a little
pain?
bit of a masochist.
I've
yeah.
seen,
like
yes,
the
you
pain?
are. I've worked with you. Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Secondly, I've watched you do this, and it still freaks me the fuck out. Like, it's one of those things
I
that,
just like to clean it. You
you
spray
know-
it on. It's like that extra sting right when the rubbing alcohol
Like, I
hits,
get the
and you
whole-
feel your eyes dilate, and then you just
I
kinda
don't
clean
know
it.
Oh,
the
God.
eyes thing. I don't get, but like I will just take the isopropyl alcohol and just.
Yeah,
That's
Fuck
just
yeah.
to clean it though. It still
Yeah.
hurts.
yeah, yeah. But like a lot of people are
literally just-
afraid of that pain, and I'm not.
I
actually
will fully admit to being one of those pussies. I
Really?
am that pussy. Listen, I'm not a pussy on a lot of things, but I will not put fucking rubbing alcohol in my shit. I'm like,
I'd
I just
say I'm
let
a
it
little
infect.
afraid.
Fuck it, I'll amputate it
I
later.
look at it like a challenge.
I'll
I
use
literally
isopropyl to clean
address
out a wound.
every wound the same way every time, right?
And
I
it's
hit it with
bananas.
I hit it with peroxide to kill any of the bacteria. I hit it with rubbing alcohol after that to prep the skin
Ow!
to remove any oil from the skin because when you do that,
Yeah.
and they actually teach this when you learn to actually apply bandages.
How long
It
ago?
preps the skin to remove the oils so that the bandage will adhere better to the skin. And then I put so I do peroxide,
bandage knowledge.
rubbing alcohol, and then I put Neosporin or whatever fucking
Yeah.
triple antibiotic on there. Boom, done. I do it for a day.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Like
No.
every part of what you just described sounds like my worst
That's how
nightmare.
you dress a
I
wound
can describe
properly.
the
know what
pain
Guess
how many
of
times I've had an
alcohol as a
infection.
high pitched
Guess how many?
frequency.
Okay, guess how many times I've had an infection?
Just stings.
0.
I
You want
don't-
to know what
I
I
don't
do to
believe
a?
that.
Oh no, legitimately,
Remove the
I've had an
infection?
infection 0 fucking times. You want to know what I do to a wound? Leave it. I get it. I leave it. It's fucking fine.
No.
It's
How many
fucking
wounds
fine.
have you had?
A lot. A fucking lot.
That's how
many
you get MRSA.
Maybe.
Gangrene.
I had to see.
Listen.
I think
Count,
you're just lucky.
Count the fucking scabs over my fucking body. I've had
Yeah.
wounds like a
My mom
motherfucker.
got
I haven't
MRSA.
cleaned a single fucking one of them.
in her calf.
Hey,
I tear my
That's
scabs
fucking
off,
pretty
bro.
miraculous.
You eat that
Right?
shit, don't you?
I've known people that have gotten drastic fucking infections. Like I know a lady who has half of an ass cheek because she had a pimple on her butt that she popped, and she got a fucking MRSA.
Yeah, we've discussed.
She had surgery to remove the MRSA, and then got a worse infection
Dude,
that
we-
was like a
we've-
flesh-eating bacteria that ate half of her ass cheek.
Yeah, we talked about me. I walk barefoot all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I've gotten open wounds on my fucking feet and walked around cities and shit. I have no infections.
That you know of. Have you been tested for AIDS or Hep C or
STDs you were unaware of.
I'm chilling, bro.
Bro, all the bird shit you've stepped on with open wounds, like
Oh. But maybe it's just like exposure therapy, right? Like your immune system is just like
the literal definition of
best
touch grass.
ever,
My immune
'cause you
system
just
is
exposed
fucking
yourself-
crazy.
You've just exposed yourself to every fucking form of like
Maybe,
culture,
'cause there's
bacteria,
literally,
fungus,
like,
virus.
Yeah, like the last fucking 5 or 6 time my girl's gotten fucking sick, I'm right next to her the whole time. I don't get sick at all. Like I may get a sore throat or every once in a while,
Yeah.
but that's it, and it's very, very few and far between. I really don't get sick, so I'm just like I'll probably die of a sickness. Like that's
We're talking about predicting the future over here.
Like,
His
I'm
luck's,
gonna
like,
luck
all the way
out.
out here, but over
I'm
time
gonna
it's
luck
just-
out as
he's
long
cutting
as I
down on his
fucking
luck
can until I
he has
don't.
none.
That's
I need to
fucking
whip out
funny.
the dice of truth.
Yeah.
Like, I need to show. I need to bring that
Well,
over.
hell
one
yeah!
time.
Listen,
Shit.
I think we're at our fucking time.
I don't believe so. 'Cause
What-
we
give
haven't
it
talked
time
about
right
these
now.
fucking aliens yet.
We can talk about that on the bonus episode.
Absolutely not. I want to. Here's the deal. I gotta get this off real quick because I just listened to the Joe Rogan episode with Jeremy Corbell and talking about the fucking government.
Bogan.
Talking about the government, like literally, like releasing these videos of these fucking. Now they call them aerial fucking phenomenon or whatever,
Aerial
right?
phenomena.
Unexplained aerial phenomenon.
Do you know the U.S. military has a plane that looks like a triangle? It's just a flying fucking Dorito.
Yeah,
And it,
yeah,
like, of course you're
that's
gonna
known.
mistake that.
No, but that's known.
eat it though.
That's known. That jet has been
Like
around
some
for
Phoenix,
a long time.
Phoenix
Yeah.
lights, was it?
It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
No, but there has been disclosure recently, and there's been committees that are investigating these fucking black budget, organizations that are doing the
black there.
Shut up.
yeah.
That's
because-
racist.
because there's no
I oughta
oversight,
slap you
right?
with these steppers, bro.
The
I gotta
black-
pick 'em up.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
Snatch
dumb
you
you
for
with
your
the Elvis
clams.
Presley steppers.
And so anyhow, that's
be
why I
getting
brought
like
up the whole alien thing anyhow, because I've just been bugging on it, and yeah, like there's some real shit going on, and it seems like there's these archetypes, right, of grays. We talked about
Yeah.
the grays a little bit. Big head, they're no sex organs. They basically, it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier about sex and gender, right? About like everybody looks the same, but
You look like a GI Joe down there.
yeah. And so I've just been fucking bugging
Just
out on this, and like
smooth.
it's something that I've been fascinated in, and have talked to people. I mean, I was telling you that I was in the Brave Soul School of Ministry, right? And
Yeah.
I had asked when I was going to Bible school. I had asked. There's two
That
questions
name
that I
just
asked.
sounds like a scam.
Right? Yeah, and I think
Brave
I paid. It was like
souls. Why do you
12.
need
It
to
was
be
like
brave?
$1,200 a year or something
Yeah,
like that, and it was through my church, right?
Well, a year,
And
that
so-
doesn't sound too bad, but it still sounds like a fucking scam.
And so basically, like they purchased. Anyhow, it's fucking ridiculous. But the two pressing questions that I felt like I had to ask there was dinosaurs, one, right? Because the official story of how old the Earth is like
6,000 years old.
Yeah, like it's six.
I just figured out what
6,400 or
Ethernet
whatever.
looks like. He looks like a Walmart Tim Dillon.
Fuck you.
He fucking does look like Tim Dillon.
Get over here.
Oh
Give me that
my
cheek.
god! Do you know who Tim Dillon is?
Fucking
No,
fight me, son.
I can
He's
tell
a
though.
hilarious comedian. He's
I don't-
fucking the best. Yeah, Tim
Listen,
Dillon
look
is
up the
great.
latest
After that,
episode
bro.
of the Tim Dillon Show. He's got on very similar glasses to you.
You
and
will love
You mean
it.
aviators? Like
no.
the most
No.
popular-
No. He's
hair,
not wearing aviators.
face
it's
shade,
the hair, the
avi-
face,
like
yeah,
you're
and the
nailing
shirt.
it right now.
You
With
literally
you
look
got
like
an extra
Walmart
button
Tim
undone.
Dillon.
You just need like two. You need a Mr. T starter pack, like 2 gold necklaces on that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Tim
In the
Dillon is
future.
fucking hilarious. So
Nah,
just
he was
Subscribe to
just-
the Patreon.
I thought he was just a white Andrew Tate. Like,
Shut up. See, I respect women though.
Nah. Just listen. Andrew Tate does not get to claim aviators just because he wore them in a fucking podcast. All right. No. He's way more of a
Hold on.
fucking Walmart
Can we get
Tim
a pan?
Dillon.
Can we get a pan to fucking Ethernet's face? Can we get a close up on this and then do a side by side with Andrew Tate?
It's
just to
not meant to be
express
taken
how
seriously.
fucking profoundly
Hold on.
like absurd that connection is.
We're getting the close up
It's
setup.
funny.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Throw up the fucking Andrew Tate right now. You'll see how absurd that shit is. And then throw up Tim Dillon right next to it.
Oh yeah, Ethan's
then-
face in the middle, Tim Dillon on one side, and
And then
Andrew Tate
Andrew
on
Tate.
the other. Yeah.
You can
I
vote,
do not want to be associated with these people.
You can vote in the
No, we're
comments which
putting
ones
that
he
up.
looks
That-
like.
it's
It
gonna be
doesn't
the
matter
best thing. It's gonna
what-
go so hard on TikTok,
I don't care about being compared.
bro. That shit's about to go hard on TikTok. So
About to
fucking
go hard. That shit.
Yeah.
Busting.
Yeah, you gotta go hard if you're gonna fuck on and fuck
Fuck
off, fuckers.